So we have 4 HDVGs. Of course, 4 of them could be controlled from the same production in the 3D Play. We can then choose if we will play that with a separate playlist in the 3D Play production, or maybe create just separate tabs in the 3D Play for each channel. At the beginning, we are getting the output signals. Again, key and fill, or maybe the composite signals. On this slide, we see also bypass card. Bypass card is nothing else than the additional board putting inside the HDVG. It's used mostly in the when we are working as a downstream solution. It's additional security which is added to the workflow. How it works? It's quite easy. It has 2 inputs, 1 output. One of the output, let's call the first one, is clean signal. So it's something which is going maybe from video server directly or from video mixer, and it will be visible on the output of the bypass board if something will happen with HDVG on render engine. And the second input is exactly the output from HDVG. So normally we show all the graphics, all the content from HDVG. If there will be some power failure or maybe the render engine will stuck or crash, it could be switched to show the clean signal directly from the video server or camera or any other security source, just to make sure that at the end we will not get the black screen. Additional workflow. As always, we are starting exactly the same way. We have 3Designer, 4Designer, graphics server, Maestro 3D Play as a control application, since both are covering the Interact. Of course, all of that is sent, and all the templates are loaded and play out by HDVG. But the difference is that here we have also the iPad. Of course, that could be also the touchscreen, but at the bottom, the logic and the system is the same. With the iPad, we of course need to connect everything with a wireless network to the HDVG, also the whole network. The iPad is sending all the TUYO information of the touch, drag, or any other move on the iPad directly to HDVG, to render engine. He's reading that, calculating to the resolution which he have, and sending the feedback to the Maestro and 3D Play. Based on those feedbacks, objects are or moved on the output of HDVG, or some of the action or pages are executed. We can just start playing some animation, or change the clip, or make the zoom on the graphics. And of course, as an output, we can configure that as a 4K signal. Please just mention that 4K signal in that case will be 4 1080i outputs combined together. So we are creating the templates with a 4K resolution, but really they are divided between 4 separate SDI signals. That is going to the splitter, and then with to the Powerwall, or depend of the brand and configuration of the Powerwall. Some of them can already receive our signals directly and just play them properly on the monitors above. One thing which I would like to mention right now, we talk a lot about the MOSA, about the automation. Here with the iPad, it's clearly visible that the communication from iPad is going directly to the HDVG. Please remember that with the automation, we are not connecting, or with the MOS, we are not connecting nothing directly to the HDVG. Yes, the HDVG is not even aware that there is some MOS integration or automation system. All of that communication are going to the control application. I mean, Maestro 3D Play. There are the servers, there are the protocols installed. Maestro 3D Play are receiving the signals, or playing the templates, and play the commands directly to HDVG. So for the render engine, which is running on the HDVG, those things are totally transparent. So although you will see, or you saw already on the slide, you have some serial connection on the HDVG, and additional network cards, they are not dedicated to integrate with the automation. Yes, that is used for the virtual set, for the tracking system, but not for the automation. Automation is always depend if you want to use the serial connection or Ethernet protocol. All of them need to be connected directly between the automation system and Maestro or 3D Play. And so from the PC to the automation, never directly to HDVG. Here's just a small example how it will work with the radio TV. As I mentioned you that it's not very popular, but for sure interesting products. When we have 3D Play, we create all the graphics there, and on the top of that is working radio TV application, which is reading signals from audio console. Yeah, we have on that same PC trace 8 audio card, and the radio TV application is monitoring the volume, the level of the audio on each channel, which we're receiving from the microphones. And then we can put the logic depend of our needs, how it should behave. Of course, the easiest way will be when I have some voice on some audio detect on the microphone 1, show me the template or the part of the graphics which is showing the camera 1 video insertion. As all the cameras are connected to the HDVG, so they are visible as a video source in our templates, and then just logic in the radio TV and 3D Play are switching between them. So now let's just quickly jump. So I told you about the MOS integration, about the plugins, Maestro plugins for example, iNews. The plugin looks the same for any newsroom. So there is no difference between ENPS, iNews, or Octopus. What we will see here on the left side, we see the template which was created in the Maestro. So the same template, it will look exactly the same in the Maestro. What we see here, we have few text exports which could be changed manually from database. We have some image selector, so we can select what image will be in the background, let's say, or on some part of the screen. The next one, we have clip selector. So we are choosing the clip which we would like to use. Still, when we're talking about the clips which we are selecting from the templates, we are talking about the clips which is supposed to be stored on the shared drive. Yes, it's nothing which is needed video engine for that. The render engine is playing them directly. And of course, then we have also the clip controller. We can choose if they should be played already when we are selecting them, or maybe the play or pause will be controlled on the template timeline. So we are showing the clip which is paused on the first frame, and then some later action will just execute them and start playing. So we are filling that templates with all the needed information. We are using the browser to select the image and the clip. And then we are just pressing that small puzzle which is on the left bottom, just to drag it to, for example, iNews story. From this moment is a part of the whole iNews rundown, and as soon as the iNews monitor will upload it to the MOS gateway, it should appear in the Maestro. The window which we see on the middle is a render engine preview. So again, similar functionality which we had in the Maestro or 3D Play or 4Designer. We see the button here, play. So after we'll fill all the export on the template, we can always press play and see how the graphic looks. I'll make sure that the image which we select is in the proper aspect, the quality is good enough. Of course, if you want to use the local preview on the client station, each of it need to have NVIDIA board. That's the one solution. We have also other solution. It's called Maestro Preview Server. In that case, we're using application similar. So NLE plugin, which have its own render engine. We need just one station, separate station, and each plugin will be connecting directly to that station. So it will connect, it will send all the information which we have in the template. Server will render the single image and send it back as a preview to the client station. It's most cost effective. It's a bit limited with the functionality, but usually that is enough. And for sure, it's much more cost effective and easy to implement when we are talking about the customer which have 200, 300 client stations. For the iNews, for example, none of them have NVIDIA board. So instead of asking customer to upgrade all of the station, it will be enough to install or add one more server, which will be generating the static preview for our templates for each journalist. Any question about the Maestro plugin for Newsroom system or its preview functionality?